What's up, everybody? It's your boy Flash from ALWT Gaming, aka Malachi36. I am here with It's the 9-Ball and Mildewy Carrot. How you gentlemen doing today?
Doing absolutely awesome. How you doing yourself there, Flash?
I got myself a sour gummy worms, raised energy, so I think I'm doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Type in ALWT Gaming at checkout, give you 15% off at redsports.com.
Didn't take long.
Nope, not at all. Got to get right to business. You know what I mean? What about you there, Mildewy? Pasteurizing. How's you doing?
Oh, just living life.
Heard that. Gentlemen, we have some juicy bit of news that was coming out over the weekend. Interesting stuff. Interesting decisions made. And of course, we had news that we're going to be bringing up that happened today, actually, which is also pretty interesting to talk about and everything like that. But before we dive into that, guys, your fantasy football picks. Your fantasy gaming picks. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about the picks that we're at this past Saturday?
I'm happy with mine.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can't complain about
I'm pretty happy with mine.
Okay, all right.
I think I got some good picks.
I feel pretty good about mine, too, as well. To be completely honest with you, mine's a swing for the fence by all means necessary, but I feel pretty good about it. For anyone that's currently tuning in just now that is unaware about what we were talking about, there's a thing on Fantasy Critic, and it's fantasycritic.games. And long story short, some of the ALWT cast and a few guests, like Silent and Illibis, or IllisB Live, I should say. I would keep calling it Illibis, but IllisB Live. We all decided to join together and do this fantasy gaming league, and it literally sounds exactly how it is. Like it is how it sounds. So it's fantasy football, but with video games. And what we went ahead and we did a little draft that was going on. We picked games that we were anticipated to be coming out this year, and if it does drop, then we the 70 point is the threshold. Anything above 70 you get points for. Anything below 70 you lose points for. And the whole shebang is pretty interesting. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, make sure you guys are going to our YouTube page, because I only put it up on YouTube. So make sure you guys are checking out our YouTube page. Or you guys could go to our site at www.alwtgaming.com to see how that draft went. It was a good time. Witty, funny comments, and there's a lot of backstabbing from my peers to me, but that's a-okay. But yeah, we had a really good time with it, and we're just gonna have to kind of see what 2021 is gonna hold for us as far as these games that's coming out. So,
It's gonna hold a victory for me.
Possibly. We'll see. The one that seems the one that you have, the one game that you had that seems to be pretty on the fence is the Medium. That one does seem to be the one that is pretty on the fence, and whatever the developers were, I can't remember what their name is, but they made a game right before the Medium that flopped pretty bad. It got terrible reviews. But then I think they get the game before, but they also are partnering up with the people that's, if I'm not mistaken, Silent Hill, right?
I want to say yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like a really weird mix, and that one was what rumored is not to be reviewed well, but we'll have to see. I mean, you might have the upset there, 9-Ball. You might have it, corner pocket. You know what I mean? We're calling up there in the middle. You're saying corner pocket. You get it right, and whoever it is that counterpicked it, if anyone did counterpicked it, would be shamefully hurt. So we'll have to see. Earlier today, or yesterday, I should say, was Halo with TBF Abyss and Mildewy Carrot. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, we love Halo. It's our childhood. We've enjoyed playing it since, when we first got Xbox, to be completely honest. When I was younger, I first got my Xbox. I remember also waiting, playing through Halo, waiting for, stop me if I'm old. I'm saying this, but remember midnight releases, guys. Remember that.
Day, man. All day. That's how you knew you were a gamer.
It was midnight.
Yeah, that's how you knew you were a gamer, right there.
Exactly. Midnight release for Halo 2, going through all that, it brings back so much memory. And then we played through it, we kind of we started on Legendary, we forgot to turn on Skulls. So we're like, you know what, let's lasso it. Let's see how we could do. We didn't get far at all. We're like, we need a squad for this. This was crap. We got our asses handed to us. It was bad. So we went back to Legendary, got through it. We got through story base. We're playing through Reach first, so but we're having a good time. You'll definitely be able to catch out more later. Next Monday we'll be back on it again, so we're having a good time. We're gonna be practicing though in between because boy did we find out it's been a long time since we played.
Most definitely, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. So if you guys want to be on the lookout for more of that, make sure you guys are checking out Mildewy Carrot's page on Mondays, with him and his bro TBF Abyss. You guys can definitely be on the lookout for his schedule too as well on his page to see when they decide to go live. So be on the lookout for all of that.
Yep, we're on Twitch and actually finally got my YouTube up and running. So yay! Check out Mildewy Carrot on YouTube. See the archive. I know a lot of stuff got lost because Twitch doesn't like to save things. And now that I remembered and figured out how to authenticate my account, everything's up there now. Yay!
Yep,
More than 15-minute videos. So check them out.
I was going through the same problem for the longest time.
Most stupidest thing ever. You cannot save, 3-hour videos. Why not? Well, I don't know if this is you. You didn't validate your account.
Right.
I had several videos just sitting over here on my external, and I'm just waiting to send them.
I made the account. Well, you didn't validate.
Mm-hmm. And all right, so we got that out the way, and I promise, guys, we're going to get to the gaming news here in a second. But I have to ask each one of you guys, what have you guys been doing over the weekend?
Ooh, wow, a bit of everything.
Okay.
Been logged in quite a few hours of Cyberpunk lately. Mine's unlike most of them. I know a lot of people have problems with Cyberpunk. I fared very well with the Cyberpunk thing. Besides the 2 major crashes I told you about with it flatlined twice, it's never crashed.
Hey, Malachi?
Knock on wood.
Just a heads up, I'm checking out the main page, and I think your stream went offline.
Are you sure?
Yeah, episode 33.
Yeah.
It says 16 minutes ago.
Oh,
well, I think it's showing that that's when we're live. Go ahead and go to it. We should be.
Yeah, it's still showing up.
It's still feeding through.
I'm clicking on it. It's not doing it. What is going on here? Maybe my Twitch is acting up.
Yeah, I'm gonna raise my hand, and then this side, and I'm watching the live right now to see if it. Yep. Yeah. It's your Twitch.
It's your Twitch.
Yeah. Your Twitch twitching.
Yeah, it's twitching hard.
But yeah, you were saying there, Nineball?
A lot of Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on. Are you talking through your headset mic or your new mic? Because you started facing
my new mic.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed on side Nineball screen, he has that new mic all day, every day. He joined the podcast squad.
Yeah, we're trying out something new here, so if we have any problems, we apologize in advance. We're a new tech area here.
All right. Well,
yeah, I'm blaming Malachi.
Begun picking up anime again.
Okay.
Currently watching. I told a friend of mine because he was talking about anime. I'm gonna go back through and get the 2nd season of IBO. Which one? Gundam, Iron Blood Orphans, and I'm currently watching Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone.
I've been told to watch Dr. Stone. I've got it on a list, but I have not watched it.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
As I was literally, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say it is interesting right now. So
yeah, I'm still kind of at the beginning. I don't want to give too much away, but they woke the one boy up.
Okay, yeah.
How far have you made it in?
I mean, I literally only watched the first episode. I don't really think that's really so much of a spoiler as it is the main plot line, so you can say it.
Yeah, no, it is part of the plot line. Some people they woke up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Yep.
What about you there, Mildew? What you been doing over the weekend?
Not much. I did work on Saturday, unfortunately. Life, working. Being an adult sucks.
Adulting,
but it's awesome at the same time. But I did get the Monster Hunter Rise demo downloaded and was playing that, and I cannot wait for the 26th of March for Monster Hunter Rise official release. It's gonna be fantastic. There's a lot of elements from Monster Hunter World that's still in there that's really good. They did do some changes, but I think that kind of works with the area that you're in. I know you're excited for it, Malachi, just because of the Japanese style theme that's got
Yeah,
going
buddy.
on, and it keeps it and it rocks it. Let's just say that.
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna take a guess and say you're probably gonna go katana all day, every day.
Every day. Every day. You already know.
But other than that, then I've kind of been with Nine Ball and watching some more anime. Not really catching newer stuff because I have to really focus when I'm doing that. So most of the times I've been gaming while watching. So I've been watching some older stuff, rewatching Bofuri, the time I was reincarnated as a slime. Been watching some older stuff too. Since we've got Hulu, we've been watching the Digimon stuff again. For shits and giggles, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Just going back through a lot of the oldies and goodies, stuff that helped make anime what it is today and all. Overlord, good stuff.
Certainly.
Overlord's actually not an old one, but it's a good one still.
It's old enough. It's in that same realm. It's like, yeah.
Old is me telling you to go watch Akira and Slayers, bro.
A little bit of Cowboy Bebop action. Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Outlaw Star.
Watch the Starlight Mutiny, Odin.
Yeah. I was about to say, I know you're saying that, but
this is 80s. Guyver.
Oh my God, Guyver.
Speaking of anime, anyone that's currently curious too as well, every Sunday, me and Gravity do our all-day anime segment. We're on episode 4. This last one, if you guys have yet seen it, is it's not really spoilers if you guys been keeping up with the anime. But if you guys never started the anime yet, don't watch the latest episode of All Day Anime because we definitely spoiled some stuff there if you haven't seen it. But if you're up to date, definitely go ahead and give that a check out. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know if you think our predictions are on point or super far off the mark. Neither one of us have read the manga because we want this to be a pure, authenticated stream. But make sure you guys are checking it out again as far as if you're caught up to this latest episode of Attack on Titan, so that way you guys could chime in for that. And then one last thing I want to go ahead and go over, again, going back to the Fantasy Gaming League, want to give you guys a heads up to let you know what everyone's list is. So the recap of what happened this past Saturday, for me representing ALWT Gaming, my list is Horizons Forbidden West, Deathloop, Halo Infinite, Final Fantasy 16, and I had a counter pick of God of War Ragnarok that's on another player's list. Which the counter picks are if the game doesn't release or if the game flops underneath 70 score on Fantasy Critic, then I get the points and they lose the points. But if it doesn't get released, then nobody gets the points, but it works in my favor. Resident Evil Village, Returnal, Warhammer 40k, and the medium is for Zaka TV, which is aka It's the 9 Ball. He has a counter pick of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. We have Carrot Patch Incorporated by Mildewy Carrot. He has Monster Hunter Rise, Kenna Bridge of Spirits, I Hate You, Gran Turismo 7, Ghostwire Tokyo, I Hate You. And then he has, as you guys can tell, there's a lot of resentment in my voice against his pit list right now.
Oh, that was one. Kenna wasn't gonna make it to you. I was gonna take it.
I don't like either one of you guys right now. Okay, that's
you should love us because we're on the same page with you.
I do. It's a love-hate relationship. Okay. And he has a counter pick of Five Nights at Freddy's with Security Breach. Fantasy Football, which is silent, has Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, and he has a counter pick of Back for Blood. We have LSB Live, which has Bravely Default 2, Near Replicant, version 1 point, a lot of numbers. Little Nightmares 2, Five Nights at Freddy's, security pick. A security breach, and he has a counter pick of Final Fantasy 16, which, by the way, LSB Live is a huge Final Fantasy fan, so I felt very betrayed by that decision that he decided to counter pick one of the games that I want. Like, speak into existence, man. Speak live, not hate. Anyway, going on over to the last person, which is Ohio, with God of War Ragnarok, Gotham Knights, Back for Blood, and Humankind with the counter pick of Halo Infinite. So that's the list that we currently have. We still have 4 other games that is in a bidding status right now that's going to be coming to our list, and we'll have to see how the year pans out. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to do this at least once a month, give you guys a little update as far as the games that have been launching, what games that were dropped, what games that were pushed back or delays, all that good stuff. So fun stuff there at Fantasy Critic. But without further ado, guys, we're going to get straight into the news. Episode. News number 1. Xbox Fool's Gold is what I called this one. Okay. Nicole Carpenter and Samit Sarkar from Polygon says, less than a day after announcing a price increase for Xbox Gold subscriptions on Friday morning, Microsoft reversed course following the widespread of condemnation of the decision by customers and the media throughout the day. Let me pause that right there. Before I even, there's more to this article, but let me pause that right there. What in the world was Xbox thinking with that? Like, I know what they were thinking. I'm about to read it, but I'm just saying, like, if you're going to increase the price, you're going to double it?
The question should not be what were they thinking. The question was what were they smoking and why didn't they share it?
Yeah, like and we'll go. Yeah, we'll definitely go ahead and talk more about it because I have my reservations about that. But anyway, in an update. All right, so in an update to the Xbox Wire announcement posted at 11:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, under 15 hours after the article was originally published. So 15 hours later, after they announced the price, they retracted it. So Microsoft acknowledged that they messed up today and failed to meet expectations of players. We messed up today, and you were right to let us know," said Microsoft. "Connecting and playing with friends is a vital part of gaming, and we failed to meet the expectations of players who count on it every day. As a result, we have decided not to change Xbox Live Gold pricing. That means that the current tiers, the $9 for 1 month, $24 for 3 months, and $39.99 for 6 months, will remain in effect. Microsoft itself does not sell 12-month subscriptions anymore, but they're available for retail for $59.99. New and existing members can continue to enjoy Xbox Live Gold for the same prices they pay today," Microsoft said, saying that in many markets, the price of Xbox Gold has not changed for years, and in some markets, it hasn't changed for over 10 years. Microsoft had planned to hike the fees up to monthly $10.99. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Monthly, it was going to be $10.99. That's not right. It was $10.99, $29.99, and $59.99. $59.99 respectively. They would have effectively doubled the prices of the annual membership to just under $120, twice the cost of PlayStation Plus, and 6 times the cost of Nintendo Switch Online. That's what they're about to do, and that's end quotes, and that's the end of that article. So, we're in the middle of a pandemic. All right? We're in the middle of a pandemic. You've been making all these pro-consumer type moves with Xbox Game Pass and stuff like that. And then now on a Friday night, you're going to blindside people with a not a $5 increase, not a $10 increase. You double the price of your current subscription for Xbox members. So I get what they're doing. They're trying to force, like, all right, well, Xbox Gold is the worst deal that we're going to offer. We want you to realize that. So how do you fix that? Just going over to Game Pass. Not only will you get Game Pass Ultimate, that is. Not only will you go ahead and get Xbox Gold that's included in that, but you also get free X amount of games that's going to be day and date. You get games that may have been out for a while that you never got around to trying, but now you can try the whole thing, maybe even beat the whole game before it leaves Game Pass. You know what I mean? So I get what they were doing. Was it smart to do that? Because you have some people that's not going to be interested in Game Pass, period. No matter how great the deal is, they're used to what they know. You know what I mean? And you have some gamers out there that they only get an Xbox and all they do is play Madden. They play FIFA. That's the only game that they play. $60 a year is perfectly fine for them, but now you're going to double them and they only play one game. Does that make any sense? Open the floodgates to you guys. Let me have it. Let me know your thoughts. What's up?
For me, I would say it was a dumb move, and I'm glad that they at least went back. And plus, two, I found out that they also made free-to-play games free-to-play now.
Finally, finally, yes.
I don't know how PlayStation works with theirs, because they might need to do that as well if they have it.
No, PlayStation even, and sorry to cut you off there. On PlayStation 3, you didn't even have to pay for online unless it was like an MMORPG that required a monthly subscription. So you didn't even have to pay for online. For PlayStation, when they decided to start charging for PlayStation Plus, they had it to where you had to pay online to play games like FIFA and Call of Duty multiplayer and stuff like that. But free to play games, you're already able to play those free. That's been a thing for PlayStation forever.
Okay, so Xbox is still on that. I have not really used Xbox that often lately, but I mean, it was dumb of them to even try that. I thought they would have learned. They tried. I mean, when they moved over to PC gaming, when they first tried Xbox Game Pass, it was a lot of blowback when they originally was throwing it on PC, and it was a big problem. Because first they was trying to force you to use the Windows thing, and it was just terrible. The market was clunky. It was terrible. But then they started putting it on Steam, and then they slowly but steadily set it up. I think with this one, it's different because that may mean that they're trying to make more money. I don't know why. They make a lot of money as is. You didn't need to double the prices. I would say leave everything alone. Let Game Pass go ahead and prove itself, because Game Pass itself, you really don't have to force people off Xbox Go. You have it on everything. And I heard that maybe even TVs coming out with Game Pass on them.
Yeah. Well, they'll have the Game Pass icon, so that way if you have Game Pass, you can log in and you're good to go.
Yeah, so you're gonna have TV. You got it on PC. You got it on Xbox. I bet you 10-1 they may try to put it on the other consoles. Why do you need to do that to the rest of your fans? If they don't want it, leave them alone. Keep the Xbox Live Gold, and just let them go about their business. Like I said, I'm glad that they went back though.
Yeah.
At least they learned quickly. They started to learn fast. They didn't do the Xbox, with Xbox One when they tried to force the Connect on you.
That's what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Because one of the things, all right, so the Connect being forced on you, that's one thing. But another side of the token was that they're trying to make this whole all digital type console. This was back in 2013. They're trying to make this all digital type console, and they backtracked because Sony wasn't doing that, and people were like, well, I'm going to Sony then, or whatever the case is. And also the way that, what was it, Don Mitrick or whatever his name was, the former...
Hashtag deal with it.
Yeah, hashtag deal with it, hashtag get an Xbox 360. Like, that's what it was. It was just the way, they're not sticking to their guns. They backtracked back then, they backtrack now. I think that the backtrack on both ends, in hindsight, well, in the current climate, it makes sense. Because again, like you have fans that are upset about this. You have fans that don't even know how. I was just speaking with someone on Instagram earlier today, and they didn't even know what Game Pass was. So you still have it to where Game Pass isn't really a futurely known thing yet. So if you tell them that they're going to be doubling the price of Xbox Gold, they're not going to understand why, because they don't know that Game Pass is the alternate. You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead. Well, I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is the alternative, but even then, if I'm not mistaken, I think Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is like $20 a month. What's up, Gamers Life? Good to see you in the chat, man. But yeah, I was about to say, I think Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is currently 15,
I believe, because I actually have it. I have Ultimate.
Ultimate? Okay, I was about to say, because I know I have Game Pass, just normal PC, because I only play on my PC.
I have it on I have a 360 plus. I have it on my PC also.
Gotcha. All right, so there you go. So if you have Game Pass Ultimate, then...
I think it went up, though. I haven't checked in a little bit.
Yeah, well, I know that was rumored that was going to go up, and I don't know if it actually did end up going up. But,
yeah, I'll check.
Yeah. But anyway, like, I don't know. I think that the way that they kind of did everything was really shady, really slimy. It was just not the way to do it. I mean, you just really, really screwed the pooch on that one. I mean, am I wrong there, Mildewy? Like, what are your thoughts?
I'm pretty sure the person who was in charge of that got an email. They said, don't do it. He said, we're doing it. And they came in and booted him out of the office and changed their mind right away. Said, sorry, guys, our bad, and said back. So,
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure whoever made that decision, like, dude, what are you thinking that it's a good idea to double charge? Yeah. I'm like, you're already making money off of Game Pass, and then you're making money off of the Xbox Pass. You got two sources of income right there. Yeah. Why are you trying to screw over a pooch on this one? Because you think it's not worth it anymore? Bro, it's still worth it. There's people who prefer just to be on there who just prefer Xbox, who don't have a PC console, Not everyone can run, higher end rigs, or can afford the money to build some of them, or even want to build one, They just prefer to play on consoles. So it made no sense, and then they redacted it a day later. I mean, someone up top actually saw that, was like, "Oops."
Yeah, and I did even listen to Kind of Funny Games, which again, I know I say this at least 30 times an episode, but if you guys have yet to check out Kind of Funny Games, make sure you guys check them out. They are fantastic. They're awesome, and they're on the West Coast, which they call it the West Coast Best Coast. I call it the East Coast Beast Most. You know what I mean? But anyway, So I was listening to their podcast, and they had mentioned, they're like, this is kind of proof that in-house was split. You probably had some people be like, hey, let's go ahead and charge this amount so that way we're getting people off of Xbox Gold and getting the message of Xbox Game Pass out there even more. And then you had the other people that's on the side of the room being like, hey, that's not what we're promoting. We're trying to have it to where you're playing your games everywhere and be convenient and all that good stuff. And this is going to be super anti-consumer. And that's exactly what happened. They ended up getting an earful from everybody. And I think those people that were like, hey, this is anti-consumer, probably came inside that next meeting and was just like, told you. That's probably exactly what happened. No need to apologize.
They were smart enough to at least go back on it.
They didn't even say anything. They just walked in, pulled up Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and then just set it to a search highlight of what the hell are you doing, and the whole screen lit up yellow, and they're just pointing at it, just looking at them.
Yeah.
I think actually, you ever seen that picture of that dog in the fire?
No.
It's like that meme picture, and it says everything's fine. They got that dog.
Oh yeah, in the kitchen or whatever. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
That was their PR right there, and he just came in. What are y'all doing back here?
They're just like, it's fine.
That's it. Going off about hashtag 9ball. It's fine. It's fine. Gamers, yeah, you don't have to apologize. Yeah, we're doing well over here. Hugs back to you, good sir. What's new with y'all? Not much, just talk about video game news, and just having a good time with it. If you ever get some time to later on, you can always rewatch this episode, at least the beginning portion, and kind of check out the updates that we've been up to. But now we're just kind of talking about Xbox little F up there over the weekend that they quickly corrected, which is great, but did it really need to happen?
Well, I'm glad that they at least learned from the earlier mistake, because they didn't go along with it until PlayStation finally capitalized. They just realized it and said, yeah, we went too far to the left. Let's just head back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe if they did a smaller adjustment, like say additional $5 or something, I mean, there would be, I see the face 9ball, I see it. There would be opposition, obviously, but it's not as bad as just saying, all right, double down, 120 or nothing. That, I think, was the biggest, like, that's like walking up to someone, nutcracking them and say, all right, now pay me. It's like, excuse you, no.
Like I said, they did better this time, because the first time they ran into the bear and tried to hug it. This time they seen the bear and they started backing off immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's not done hibernating yet.
Exactly. You see with those, you see the white of its eyes, that means it's awake. Get away from it.
No, the white of its eyes means it's still asleep and hibernating. When its eyes go, fully colorful, and you see the blacks of the ever eternal rage inside of its eye, then you really fucked up, and you might as well just pour some barbecue sauce over your head, because you ain't going anywhere. Thanks. You're done.
Real quick.
By the way, 9ball, you broke up there. Earlier,
sorry.
your mic kind of cut out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I've been adjusting.
I do want to test something with you after stream because
All right.
something tells me that your mic's not fully set up, but we'll test it out after stream though.
Did you plug it in?
Yeah. Gamers live, true, but I usually like seeing you guys live so I can chat with you. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we definitely like you being in here live. Speaking of that, the first story we just went over was just talking about how Xbox Game Pass Microsoft had increased their Xbox Gold prices. It was doubled. 15 hours later, they switched that statement and they apologized for their actions. And we're just kind of curious to see if you had heard about that and also what your thoughts were about that as well. We just kind of gave our reservations, and we're about to actually go on over to story number 2, which was going to be the top story, but it ended up being
Xbox happened.
No. It was going to be the top story because this actually happened today. And I'm still. This is something that you guys definitely want to be on the lookout, especially if you guys are trying to get a PlayStation 5. I'm not sure if Xbox is doing it. I have a feeling they are. But as of right now, it's confirmed that PlayStation 5 is doing this. So PlayStation Direct PlayStation. So Janae Sites from GameSpot says PlayStation Direct has PS5 consoles in stock right now, though you may need to wait a bit before you can get the purchase one. The waiting room has been open for a while, and while many have been waiting for some time, you may still get lucky if you enter in now. The process works the same as if you were recent in restocks at PS5 Direct. Once you're in the room, you will be assigned a random spot in line. As always, the consoles will likely sell out fast, so there's a good chance that they'll be gone before you get your chance. Still, it's worth trying to see if your luck to see if you could get a PS5. A PSN account is required to purchase a PS5 from PlayStation Direct. So, Yeah, so no problem on that. Yeah, that was going on over the weekend, and like I said before, going back to the first story, because Gamers Life said did not hear about that until now, but thank you for letting me know. Yeah, so over on Friday they dropped the news saying, hey, here soon we're gonna have pretty much our Xbox Gold membership is now going to be doubled. So essentially, it says paying $60 a year for Xbox Gold, you're going to pay $120 a year for Xbox Gold, which is ridiculous. The reason why they're doing that is because they're trying to get people onto the Game Pass train, trying to divert them from Xbox Gold to Game Pass, and obviously consumers did not take that well. They're not giving them. They were trying to take away that option, kind of in a more like, hey, here's a better deal over here. Go ahead and get that one because this one's going to now be this much. Like, no, you guys are the ones that's in control of that. And you guys are screwing but you guys are screwing your own community over. That's the way that it looked, and that's the way that it felt. So
you know what? I'm surprised they didn't do.
What?
Shove Game Pass and Xbox Gold into rooms that now make a baby and make it the god awesome baby of both worlds, and just that's what everyone runs off of now.
Pretty much. I mean, well, and that's what I mean. That's practically Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. That's practically
why
what
don't you do that? Like, why not just make one thing for all of them and say, we embrace all upon all phones, even iPhone. Dun, dun, dun.
I got an image of God. Has anybody ever seen Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah.
You remember that scene about the car and he wanted to drive his dad's car, so he wrecked the other car?
I don't remember that. No, it's been a while. I don't remember that.
Well, that one's broken, so I'm gonna try this one.
But
freaking Gold Pass just to play Game Pass.
So the one reason why I included the PlayStation Direct PlayStation's article in here is because PlayStation, it looks like finally are starting to listen to the consumer as far as people being like, hey, recaptures are a thing and they help eliminate bots from just wiping out your inventory like that. And that's exactly what happened, is that now if you go to the PlayStation site and you're trying to purchase one, it's going to be like, hey, are you a robot? You have to click yes. And then once you do that, once you do that, it's going to put you in a queue. You just wait out the queue and see if it restocks. I'm actually going to go there now just to see, because that'll be nice breaking news if you are able to get a PS5 right now. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty dope.
I'm on the site right now.
Yeah, I'm going.
So what do you go to explore more?
Yeah, well, you at the top there should be hardware, and then you should be able to click on PlayStation. Well, actually, no. Let's do this. Let's go to GameSpot.com. Let's go there, and I'm going to click on that first PlayStation 5 restocks. PS Direct has consoles in stock right now. I'm going to go to the PlayStation Direct, which is going to take me directly to that page. And then, are they in stock? Moment of truth. Let's find out. What's going on here? Let's try this one more time. Bam. PlayStation 5. I'm here.
No, it says it's
it's out of stock. Yeah, it's out of stock, which I started getting a little excited there. I was about to be like, yo, let's do this. Let's do this. But anyway, like so what it'll take you essentially here, you can take a look at it and it'll get you, after you do all that, you can actually do a little you can actually wait it out and see if you're going to end up being able to get yourself a PS5. And it says you got like 10 minutes to do so or something like that once you're in there. And that's exactly what happened, is that, like, it looks like even though I wasn't able to get one for ALWT Gaming or anything like that, it still gave me a better chance and more hope. And it sounds like that's something that they're going to continue to do versus you trying to be on Walmart and Amazon and then trying to get in and then quickly go ahead and do all this stuff. So looks like PlayStation's doing the right thing. Let's see if it will get any better. Hopefully that they'll keep that going, and hopefully other retailers will start following suit. I don't know why that was never, ever a thing in the first place. I still, to this day, don't know why recaptures have not been an actual thing. Doesn't make any sense to me. But there you go. So if you guys are trying to get a PlayStation 5, be on the lookout for a PlayStation site first. I would recommend that first. And then you can start going ahead and trying to get inside the PlayStation Direct to get yourself a PS5.
You go to the BMV, kind of like that. You wait, like, get a random number.
Pretty much. A quick side note, actually, now that we're on the topic of PlayStation 5, I definitely wanted to go ahead and throw this out there. I don't know if you guys knew about this, and this is kind of crazy to me. But on here, I'm going to go to this article here, and this is kind of a new. We're pretty good with time right now. And if you guys go to GameSpot.com and you guys look at the fourth article down there, it says PS5 scalpers used a loophole to buy PS5s before restock was publicly announced. So I'm going to read this real fast by Darren Bonthis. The latest generation of video game consoles have been a prime example of what happened when high demand collides with low supply numbers. PS5 stock continues to be extremely difficult to get your hands on unless you're a scalper. This week, UK retailers Argos became the latest target of scalper groups looking to get a jump on the PS5, a PlayStation playing PS5 restock before the rest of the public. Users of the scalping group Express Notify managed to obtain and share links for the limited stocks of PS5 consoles amongst its members. A full day before Argos publicly announced the restock to consumers on January 26th, so today. While Argos did react and shut down any rogue links from the loophole that Express Notify had discovered, by then several of the consoles had already been ordered and collected from Argos outlets. Several members of the group posted pictures of their successful purchases, with some users having bought multiple consoles as well. This resulted in there being even less stock available for the official stock drop, with other technical issues only compounding the experience of the legitimate customer. That is still, to this day, very frustrating that you have scalpers out there that are bragging. They know what they're doing. They're bragging. They have a whole basement of PS5s behind them. They sell them on eBay. They sell them directly for double the price, triple the price, quadruple the price. And there's even Wario64. He's, first and foremost, if you guys are not following Wario64 on Twitter, highly recommend it. He typically has some pretty good knowledge, and he tries to help the community out by letting you guys know all the news and deals that's going out right then and there. And he's been on top of it for PS5s and Xbox Series X's when they're trying to go on retailers. But there, I saw one of the posts from Wario64 about Best Buy, which was definitely the best chance that you had at that particular time. I looked at some of the comments, and you saw one of the scalpers that are following Wario64 was like, thanks Wario64, I was able to go and buy one. This one's for me. The other 25 that I had, I was able to sell off successfully, so this one's going to be for me now. Like, what? Now, this is full disclosure. if I was having the scalping ability, I would buy all of those PS5s and sell them for the same exact price to my buddies and to people that's trying to get one. Because I know how it is right now. It might even
be nice to make Christmas come early and give them a discount, you know?
Hey, you know what I mean? Like, just something, just whatever it is. Like, if I had that ability, or if I looked into it and I was just like, hey, you guys want to buy a PS5? All right, it's $499 for me. So that means that if you guys don't mind paying the Ohio tax, which is what I have to pay, that's what I'll sell it to you for. You know what I mean? Because I know some areas don't have tax or whatever the case is. But for me, it cost me this much. I'll sell it to you for this much. I won't make a dime off of it. I didn't lose anything off of it. All I did was help a buddy out getting a console. You know what I mean? Or I just helped a stranger out getting a console. That's what I would do. These scalpers are not doing that. They're looking to flip for a profit. And it's Sony at the end of the day.
Profit?
Yeah.
They're gouging is what they're doing.
Yeah,
they're price gouging.
Definitely. And it's Sony at the end of the day that's kind of suffering from that. It's Xbox from the end of the day that's suffering from that because they typically lose money on making consoles. I think on this one they actually kind of did make a little bit of money, but they typically lose money when they sell consoles. Majority, 90% of their profits come from software. Mm-hmm. And if they're sitting inside the house of developers, scalpers, they're not making that money from software because scalpers are not interested in playing the games or buying games. They just want to sell it for more than what they paid for it. That's what they're doing. And it's just like, and I think that Sony's solution, back to the last story we just talked about, as far as having it to where the recaptures are there, I think that that's a good look. I think that's a good move. And I think that Walmart, Amazon, which actually is taking a moment to say this, for anyone that is currently trying to do it with retailers, do Walmart first. That's your best option. That's what I've been hearing most people are getting their consoles from. That's where I got my console from. That's where a few of my friends outside of ALWT Gaming got their consoles from. Do Walmart first. That one seems to be the best success. And they're the ones that's actually trying to stop. Well, without actually doing the recaptures, they're finding ways to still be able to get it inside the hands of actual consumers for the most part. So Walmart first. But
and to those who are buying from these scalpers, stop. Mm-hmm. Please do not feed them.
Yeah.
Do not feed the scalper.
They're probably losing money.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean you're overpaying. That's...
No, I'm talking about Sony. I'm looking at
they're losing money.
Yeah, they're 100%. Losing money. The people who are buying from scalpers, you're losing a ton of money. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't feed them. Just don't.
Yeah, just stop it.
Unless you somehow hacked Bitcoin from them and they're paying them with their own cash, then by all means.
There you go. The next story that we currently have, that was just more of an announcement than it is news. It is news, definitely, but that was just more of an announcement. I'm going to let Mildewy Carrot take on number 3 since he is one of the pros on this one. Go ahead there, good sir.
Dragon Age The Winter.
All day.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Watts from GameSpot said the next Dragon Age game will take place in Tevinter, according to an official BioWare game development book. For fans of the series, the new setting suggests a lot about the story and conflicts that will be front and center in the anticipated sequel. Eurogamer reports that the setting was confirmed in the book BioWare Stories and Secrets from 24 Years of Game Development. This follows a hint that came at the end of Dragon Age Inquisition's Trespassers expansion, and will finally make good on setting we previously only heard about secondhand. The Tevinter Imperium is a human nation ruled by a council of mages. The Council of Magisters is led by the Imperial Archon. Tevinter has also been described as a rich, decadent nation that kept a tight rule on its people, including by use of blood magic. Given that plenty of Dragon Age stories have revolved around tensions between magic users and non-magic folk, it's sure to be a rich vein for intrigue. The report also notes that while Tevinter looks to be the primary setting, concept art in the book implies that you'll travel to surrounding areas as well. Some of those include Antiva City, the Morn Watch, and an Acropolis likely to be in Navarra, and the Treasure Hunters Guild based in Ravane. I am stoked for Dragon Age 4 to come out for Dreadwolf. And it makes sense with what they're talking about here. If anyone has played the game, there have been many hints to where it may end up in the game story mode. And I'm not going to spoil it because it's really good information to find out. And they tell a lot of times in back talk between characters or side talking. But I'm very excited to see the new world, what they're going to do with it. And, just to play the game, to see the new beginning and how they're going to do it. Because we've got such a rich history through Dragon Age 2, through Inquisition. Now we got Dreadwolf coming. Like, it's going to be good.
Yeah, man. Wholeheartedly agree. And anyone that's curious too is about the Dragon Age series, a lot of replayability amongst the three of them alone. A lot of replayability.
Way too much replayability. Yeah. Way too much replayability. And we're talking anything from basic concepts such as characters.
Yep.
You've got so many different character choices. You've got so many different ending choices for each of those characters, depending upon what you've chosen, what paths you've chosen, your companions, who you kept, who you didn't keep, who you pissed off, who you made happy with you.
Who you killed?
That's through. Yeah, who you killed. That's through 1, 2. That's up in the Inquisitions 2. Guess what? 1 plays into 2. 2 plays into 3. With 3 playing off actually 1 and 2, to be completely honest.
Yep.
You have to go through the Dragon Keep with that one, but that's because of save file creations, differentials, and all. But it is such a rich history in there and such lore that if you haven't played it and you love a good RPG and you like being able to kind of determine what your character does, pick it up, guys. It's fun. I will say this: be careful with Dragon Age Origins, though. It is very old school because of its beginning.
Yes,
but it's still good.
Yeah, and I echo all of that. I second all of that. My name is Malachi36, and I approve this message. I think that I didn't realize how aged Dragon Age Origins wasn't until about a couple years back. I went back to go play it. And I was like, snap, man. Like, I don't remember it being like this. Like, this is pretty, like, if I just started it 2 years ago when I played it again, I probably would never gotten into it. But because I remember how it goes and how the plot line is and the choice that you have, that's what made me like, the choices that you have. That's why I was just like, snap, man. Like, does this get good? Because I was the battle always this bad? And then as you start getting further on, it kind of has the Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 10. Well, Final Fantasy 7 and 8 effect to where it's really slow at first, but it's slow because it wants you to understand the fighting style first. And then it starts picking up as you start leveling up and getting through the story and everything like that. It starts becoming almost like live action combat to a point. Still choices and all that good stuff, but you have more. You have more action-based features in Dragon Age than you did in Final Fantasy, so it's not exactly the greatest comparison, but it is still one to where it's just like, man, I don't remember it being like this. I didn't think it was like turn-based or auto attacks or anything like that, and it turns out that was more auto attacks than anything, but then it starts picking up, like I said, as it goes on. Dragon Age 2, they threw all that out the window. Hack and slash it all the way out. Dragon Age Inquisition, perfection.
So good. I'm actually planning on going back and playing it again sometime soon.
And it's the Nine Balls over here is playing Dragon Age Origins right now, mustering through the mud and the muck. But once he gets to Dragon Age 2, I think he's going to enjoy it. I think he is.
Dragon Age for me so far it's not that bad, but since I'm playing on PC, you have to download some mods for it. I did some texture overhaul mods. Nothing like changes the game, but more or less texture overhaul mods.
That's fine.
To make the characters look a lot better and
HD.
Update the
not as great as they were on the old Xbox system.
Yeah. So I got some texture overhauls to help it look better. Besides that, I didn't download anything else that did help out the game a lot. So
right.
Yeah. And it's such a good game.
Yeah.
Definitely also get the DLCs for Dragon Age Origins. There's a couple of DLCs, and there's also the.
I got the complete. I think the complete edition with all the DLC for it.
Yeah, there's some good DLCs that give you like 2 extra characters, wonderful characters. Good to have them in the party and all, and play through, get the extra stuff. 2 really didn't have any good DLCs. They had the Black Emporium, which is like, you can get it, but it really doesn't give you much.
The name is cool.
The name is really cool.
Yeah.
But then, of course, in Inquisition, they gave you the Black Emporium for free, which is like, okay. I think people complained about it from 2. But then, like, the DLCs for 3, though, you guys got to get the DLCs for 3, for Inquisition.
The complete edition of that one as well.
Things are beautiful.
There you go.
Oh, so good.
So there you go, Dragon Age. We're holding on to that for dear life, hoping that it will come out. We'll get more information about that this year. how amazing would that be if that's a fourth quarter drop?
I would be very surprised if it was, to be completely honest.
That would be. I mean, it would be. But I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, or not even hypothetically speaking, just say it's a dream year, everything's perfect. You're like, I'm launching some games this year, and it launches this year, 2021.
So long as it's not Cyberpunk 2077 drop, then yeah, I'm excited.
Well, and to be completely fair, and like, so going back to, because I know Cyberpunk 2077 was huge, hyped up and everything like that. I think part of the reason why it did what it did was because there is no prequel to that. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing building up to that. It's not like an Uncharted to where it has a whole series. It's not like a
whole series to it. Cyberpunk 2077 is based off I believe it was one of those book style games, kind of like D&D and stuff.
The visual novels, or
not visual novels, kind of like I got
like tabletop.
Kind of like Legend of the Five Rings, or
you mean like D&D,
Vampires the Masquerade.
Yeah,
gotcha.
But to be fair, how popular are those prequels though, if you will? You see what I mean? Like it didn't have an actual.
Masquerade. Yeah, it's old. Like a lot of kids wouldn't know about that, but
right, and that's exactly what you're targeting.
Basically, the glitches and stuff. Like I said at the beginning, I fared on Cyberpunk. I fared a lot better than most. And if you don't have a lot of glitches, it's a pretty good game. There, it was just brought out way too early.
Way too early.
I mean, if they launch this, what's this new Dragon Age out here early?
I don't think that's the thing. I don't think they'll. I think that anything,
they won't.
I don't think any developer at this point will have a game too early now. I think that if Cyberpunk had nailed it and was perfected, then we would just be doing things like normal. I think because of the most anticipated game of the decade, possibly century for real, I think because that had flopped so terribly, now it's causing other people to be like, okay, we don't want to have this either. Because I think that's one of the reasons why there's a game that was supposed to come out earlier and it got delayed, and the way they quoted it made it sound like that it was indirectly because of what had happened with Cyberpunk. It had some effect to it. And I can't remember which game it was, but there's a lot of games that were like that. And again, this took a lot of heat off of Halo being delayed. That was a launch game, and that got delayed until the end of this year. And
interesting.
Yeah, that was delayed before Cyberpunk was released. So
no, I was looking at Cyberpunk's score. It's going up, but to be honest, they dug themselves a hole.
Yeah.
Even the new fix for the console system really isn't going over that. I've been hearing
the new fix is console breaking still.
I mean, it's still breaking the console. PC though, I think it's going fine. As far as I've seen, it's getting better.
Yeah.
For something they did I think what they did is they overclocked the damn thing, and I think PS4 and Xbox.
They didn't pull that Anthem mistake where they bricked where they was frying people with bricking consoles and stuff.
I'm pretty sure that's what they did. Is they overloaded. And they're like, we don't understand it. Well, if you pull up Task Manager inside of PS4 and Xbox, it's going to tell you CPU and GPU are 100% and going higher. Stop it.
So that's kind of what we have there. Like, kind of bringing it back to Dragon Age. I don't think Dragon Age is going to have the same issue.
No,
but I know
as long as they don't pull an Anthem.
I don't think it will even have an Anthem issue. The issue that I see it potentially having, which I don't think it will, but I could be wrong, would be Andromeda. That's the issue I think it would have. So we'll have to see.
Really wasn't that bad.
I mean, it just wasn't received well at all, though, for the vast majority.
They had a lot of glitches on Andromeda, too, when it launched.
Yeah.
And they fixed them. But
for console or for PC?
On both. Do you see the amount of glitches they had on that one? For people's the scary faces they had?
Well, I don't know what those people did to their PS4s then, because mine ran fine.
It was a ton of glitches.
I know the biggest complaint that they had was... the way it ended. Like, all of the endings were not good, apparently.
Well,
That
I mean,
was
to be
just
honest,
Mass Effect 3. I know
that was Mass
2
Effect
was
3.
That was 3. I was about to say, I
Yeah.
thought it was Andromeda that
Two
was.
a drama.
Andromeda was setting up for possibly another game, which they were talking about, but I think they've gone into making a comic book series, which kind of pisses me off, but we'll see what they're going to do here.
Well,
Hey, they might backtrack now that they showed that they're doing the remakes.
Yeah, we'll see
they're
what they do.
definitely doing another one.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
the
yeah, I
problem
know.
with Mass Effect is basically it has a huge hype behind it.
Oh, I love it still.
Mass Effect is kind of like it's starting to turn into like they was talking about, especially after Mass Effect 2. It was turning into basically this generation's Star Wars in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, but it's also better, too, because it's space travel and all, but if you've ever played, back to Dragon Age, from them, that's pretty much is the choice space set up to where you can build your own character. You can take it through a life of this galaxy and all and have fun doing it. So it's a really good game and people love it for that, and I still love it for that. So if I were to ever recommend some good games to play that have a lot of replayability and good story and lore, definitely would be Mass Effect and Dragon Age.
100%. I real fast before we go inside the last story, definitely want to give you guys a reminder and a shout out. If you guys have yet to check us out, make sure you guys are checking out our website at www.alwtgaming.com. There we're going to be giving you guys the updates that we currently have, little posts too as well. It's pretty much the social media for gamers practically. So your Facebook, your Instagram, all that, you can actually post up videos on that if you guys are a member. Completely free to sign up. But make sure you guys are checking out our website there for any content in case you guys miss it. There's also a merchandise store that will direct you on over to our Streamlabs store. You guys can get a little t-shirt, you guys can get a little hoodie, even a little mug or a face mask, completely up to you. And they're reasonable prices too as well. So make sure you guys are checking that all out. And lastly, we do have an app, a mobile app that you guys can download. It's through Wix, so it'll say Wix on your phone, but when you enter into the app, it'll be the ALWT Gaming app. And it's, again, same thing. Give you guys updates, give you guys little things throughout the day that we may not be always covering here on our ALWT Things Gamings or All Day Animes. But it is like little articles that we'll have from IGN, from GameSpot, from Polygon, from Otaku, from all of that. So if you guys want to be up to date to that, or even check out some funny memes and posts and stuff, make sure you guys are downloading that through Wix, which again is a free download. So all of that is free. And we got some new stuff that's coming next Tuesday that's going to benefit all of our viewers and followers and watchers and all that good stuff on a monthly basis for the rest of 2021. And it's definitely stuff you do not want to miss. I'm going to take this moment to give a shout out to Sammy One World, who gave us a follow previously, Invoke FW4, Mia Howard Stevens, and Violet Huntress, Nicole Janak, Luna Seconds, and lastly but not leastly, thank you very much again, Gamers Life, for a couple of days giving us those 10 bits, using those cheers and all that good stuff. So be on the lookout for more stuff to come, because next year our followers, for the most part, are really, really, really going to benefit what's to come. I promise you guys. You guys do not want to miss this. 9-ball.
The rest of the cast is going to suffer, but y'all benefit.
What? 9-ball. Do you want to take on story number 4 and 5, which is the game updates?
All right. So we got some upcoming, well, not upcoming, but you got to grab these games before they go out of here.
Yeah.
I was about to say. These are already out.
Yep, they're already out. We need to get them before, because we're about to hit February, and I believe what date is that? I think it's usually like the first Friday.
It's going to be probably then February 5th.
I think it's the first Friday, and I can't remember offhand what day, but get these games. If you can, just get them now. On PlayStation, the lineup is basically Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which I highly recommend. You need to go pick that up.
I'll secondary that one.
Yep. And Greedfall.
That's actually pretty good. I recommend it.
Yeah, look.
I haven't touched
Greedfall. I have it
yet.
I have it in my library because I got a huge backlog, but I wanted to make sure I got it when it was free, and it looks good.
Yeah. TBF
Yeah.
Abyss has actually been playing, and he's actually kind of impressed with it. He goes, "It's actually pretty good."
It kind
Cool.
of has a little bit of a vibe, and I don't want to spend too much time on it since we're already kind of wrapping it up. But it kind of has a little bit of a vibe of Assassin's Creed. Was it Liberator or Liberation or something like that?
He
I know what you're
definitely
talking about.
said Assassin's Creed-ish, with maybe like a little bit of like. He kind of uses God Eater burst in a way, monster.
Huh.
It's like you're going fighting monsters and stuff, but you're in like almost like a pirate setting ish almost thing. So
Interesting.
it looks really interesting. Looks fun. Get it for free, guys, before you have to pay money for it.
Yep. And if you have as well as you get it on PS4 as well as the PS5 version of Shark Eat Simulator Man Eater. I'm sorry.
That's from the PS5.
Which is it's probably just the Shark Simulator where you play as a shark.
Yeah,
Man Eater.
Yeah, Man Eater. Yeah.
I got a friend who played that. He goes, "It's stupid fun."
Yeah,
It's nothing like me playing a game and then listening to him. Come here, you stupid dolphin! I'm like, what the frick, man?
Yeah. It looks like a fun little stupid game to play, and that would probably be something that I would play like in between games. Like I do for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2. But yeah, I currently have it inside my library on the PS5. Haven't actually started it yet though.
Yep.
Now on to y'all with the Xbox.
This is the original price gold version too.
Yeah, yes, they went back, so you're back on your normal prices. They was at least smart enough. Like I said, they didn't hug the bear this time. They ran from it. Through January 31st, you can claim Little Nightmares and Breakdown. Now I'm gonna tell you, I haven't played Breakdown, but Little Nightmares, you need to go get that one.
Mm-hmm.
If you're into like horror and puzzle games, it's really good.
So Malachi's out.
Yeah,
It's good. It can be kind of creepy, but it's good. It's worth a shot. Check it
I'll
out.
talk about the puzzle aspect.
Ah.
You have now the other one. You have until February 15th to download Dead Rising, the King of Fighters 13. Also, so if you're into fighting games, King of Fighters is one of the top fighting games, and they do hold tournaments and stuff for 13. I have seen some. I'm not really familiar. I believe it uses the ARC system. Now, I'm not really familiar with the systems that they use, but like what that means and stuff. But those people that are into fighting games, it's worth a try. As for Dead Rising, you gotta grab that.
It's like, gotta do it.
You gotta do it. It's stupid. It's like Malachi, like what you said. This one is stupid fun. You basically got it a long time ago. My brother was like going through it. We basically was running around like with a Mega Man hat on.
Yeah, it's like you're in a mall and you pretty much anything you can pick up you're using as a weapon. Your TV, the freaking serving trays from the food court. You can pick up the potted plant on the side and beat someone's head in with it.
I was shooting them with Nerf balls.
I know it's known for jumping on that lawnmower and just mowing them down.
I used to fry them with the little skillets. You put the skillet on the thing real quick, real low.
How do you want your zombie? Medium rare?
Serving customer number 3, Kong. Serving number 4, Kong. Oh, we got big guy. Give me 6 and 7 up online.
It's stupid fun. Give it a shot if you can.
Definitely. That kind of does it for the news portion that we currently have right now. I know next week, at least on the PlayStation side, next Tuesday this time. Actually, is it next Tuesday? It is next Tuesday. So yeah, next Tuesday will be a whole new list of games. So we'll see what those are going to be like. Make sure you guys are still staying tuned too, as well as far as when our streams go, because I'm going to muster the strength to get through the maiden demo on Resident Evil Village. I started it up. I had a PT moment, and what I mean by that is I started PT. The graphics were great, fantastic. I opened the door. I stayed a little too long at the radio, listened to all the descriptive stuff that they had, and I kindly uninstalled the game and never turned back. That was me. Village is
I'm
giving me
still
that
trying to-
same vibe right now.
I'm still
woke
trying to
up.
find that video that you had of that because that was the best thing I've ever watched in my life of someone trying to play a horror game.
Yeah. So and the Village is the same thing. I started it just to see because I got a new TV, guys, and it's a beautiful TV. It's a 4K. I never had a 4K TV before, so I got a TV for that. And I wanted to see what it looks like in 4K, and I can get scared. I can get scared in 4K. You know what I mean? I can get scared in 4K. So that's what's going on right now. And I started it up. It looks great. First person. I'm in a cellar. I'm in a dungeon. I was about to walk out the front door just to kind of peek around the corner. The door is locked. I'm looking around. I see that underneath the prison bench is a small hole they expect me to crawl through. I said, nah, not right now. I closed the application. Still have the game for stream purposes only. But once that stream is over, that game is going off my PS5. You know, I cast out in the name of Jesus. like that's what I'm saying there, because that is. Woo!
I might go through 7. I'm probably gonna be picking up Res Evil 7 here shortly and start going through that one.
Let me know when. Go ahead, Dumbo.
I'm gonna be playing that one. Oh, that reminds me, real quick.
Go for
it. Horror news. Dead Space turned 10 today.
Yay!
10 years ago, Dead Space 2 launched.
There you go.
Happy birthday to it.
Remix.
Happy birthday to.
that was the remix.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, that kind of wraps it up here, guys, for ALWT Things Gaming, episode 33. If you guys are on Anchor, I believe that's episode 21, 22. Let me take a look here. Anchor's 22. There we go. Episode 22 for Anchor. So that's got to be that. Again, make sure you guys are checking us out on our social media platforms, which is ALWT Gaming. Practically everything. If you're doing it on YouTube, At Least We Tried Gaming. If ALWT Gaming doesn't direct you on over to us, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a sub. If you guys have Amazon Prime, you guys have Twitch Prime, link them together. Get yourself a free Twitch sub that you can go ahead and give to your favorite streamer. If you guys are not utilizing it, that's free money you guys are giving away. You might as well give it to us. If you guys don't want to give it to us, give it to another streamer. They deserve it. They've been working hard. You know what I mean? So go ahead and make sure you guys are utilizing that. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, monthly you get a free sub. Monthly you can sub to the streamer you support. So be on the lookout for all of that. And then, yeah, like I said, great news that's coming up this February. You guys do not want to miss it. If you guys are not following us already, you guys want to be following us on Twitch for these special attributes and features that's going to be coming your way through 2021. That's all I can say about that until next Tuesday. Do you guys have any last closing statements before we wrap it up here?
I really want to see this village. I want to see this happen.
It's happening. I just gotta mentally prepare.
I'll come over and hold your hand, Malachi.
No, I think I might have Gravity over here, and he might play it while I'm just sitting on the couch next to him. That really might be the way to go, but we'll see.
Wow, I get passed over for Gravity. Okay.
No, it's just the days that you're off is not going to be the same days that I'm going to be off.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because it's happening soon.
I'm a workaholic, people.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I come home and work.
There you go.
See?
Yeah.
I have no life.
It's the Nightball. Where can they find you at?
Pretty much my name is now universal, so I don't have like 80 different names anymore.
Whoop, whoop.
It's pretty much it's the 9Ball on Twitch and on YouTube. I don't really have any content up yet, but I'm still trying to finagle this and getting this working.
What was your old name again? I don't think you have one.
He has so many.
Right?
I had Bleeding Aces, and then
Mortis C7.
Mortis C7.
Yeah, I know.
Bleeding Aces.
He was just a man of many faces. You never knew who you were playing with.
A lot. Mildew Carrot, where can they find you at, man?
You've already heard where you can find me. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on YouTube now. And that's about it.
And as for me, if you guys want to go and check out my Instagram, it is flashout.cameron. You guys can check me out there. Facebook, you can just type in Cameron. You guys will find me there. But if you guys are, as far as a streaming standpoint, I typically just stream on the ALWT Gaming page. So ALWT Gaming Everything, which is primarily is what I'll be voicing on for the group. But if you were looking for me specifically, flashout.cameron Instagram. So, and Malachi36 is my gamer tag for PSN as well. So there you have it. This Thursday is actually going to be Smite Night. We have a new season that started today, so be on the lookout for that. This Sunday is going to be all day anime, which brings you all the way to our new, which me and Gravity were going to talk about. We talked about Attack on Titan this past Sunday. We're going to talk about that time I got reincarnated as a slime this coming Sunday with the newest episodes that's happening this week. And so be on the lookout for all of that. We have great things to say about that. And then next Monday is going to be Sin segment with TBF Abyss and Mildewy Carrot going through Halo, bringing you to the final quartet or round of this, which is going to be all things anime. All things gaming this coming Tuesday, episode 34, which is episode
all things something.
Yeah, which is episode 23 for Anchor. And that's all the time we have for you guys today. Until next time, Control, Alt,
Complete.
Peace, guys.